Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining our today's webinar. We are now waiting for people to join, so we are going to leave some 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes more, so they are still joining. I wanted to thank you for participating and joining our webinar. My name is Maria Bernabé. I am project manager at TIC Biomed. So TIC Biomed is the coordinator of the HealthChain project. And in today's webinar, we aim to launch the open call for SME that has been recently launched. We are going to focus on the main aspect of this program, the requirements to apply, the eligible criteria, the challenges that we have identified within the HealthChain project. So the healthcare organization have identified 10 challenges. And now we have this call open to co-create and pilot solution to meet these 10 challenges. So we have also from TIC Biomed will be my colleague Elena and me presenting the project and the program. Then we will move to the challenges part. So we will have a HealthChain healthcare organization representative to introduce the 2 challenges identified within the 5 HealthChain regions. And we will have also the HealthChain leading SMEs representatives. So as most of you already know, now we have 10 solutions proposed by the leading SMEs to address the challenges. And now we are looking for 10 additional SMEs, so 10 follower SMEs, to collaborate with the leading SMEs, so to complement the expertise from the solution proposed by the leading SMEs. So these are the main housekeeping rules for the webinar. So the session is being recorded. So you will have the replay available on our website 1-2 days after the session. So I will send you a follow-up email through Zoom platform to let you know that the video is already available for you to watch. So all participants should be mute. And then, so we invite you to post and to type your question in the Zoom Q&A box. So we will address the question received after the presentation during the Q&A session. So now I want to present the main agenda. So the HealthChain project at a glance will be presented by my colleague Elena. Then I will be in charge of the open call for SMEs part. And then we will move to the challenges, solution, and follower SMEs work. So what we are looking for these new additional SMEs that will be co-creating the solution with the leading. And then the next step for you to know to apply to the call. And then we will devote some minutes for the Q&A session, as I mentioned before. So now I give the floor to my colleague Elena to present the HealthChain projects.
Thank you very much, Maria. Hello, everyone. If you can move on to the next slide, please. So here's a brief overview of the HealthChain project. We were funded under the I3 instrument. I3 stands for Interregional Innovation Investments. So this can tell you a little bit about what the project is about. We are a 3-year project, so we started January last year and we will end in December next year. And we are a huge partnership. That's why we have an estimated budget of 9 million euros that we get reimbursed by the Commission at the 70%. As Maria explained, TIC Biomed is the coordinator. Next slide, please. So in a nutshell, what is HealthChain? In HealthChain, we are trying to change a little bit the work that the healthcare innovation is developed. So we are trying to move to an ecosystem approach where all the different stakeholders take a stake in the process. So we are working demand-driven. We are starting with unmet needs, with problems from the healthcare organizations. And then we are challenging the industry, the supply side, to create a solution for those problems in co-creation with the healthcare organization, involving not only top managers, but also the bottom professionals, the patients associations as well. And finally, we are committed to adopt the solutions if they are successful. We hope this increases the capacity of healthcare organizations to innovate, that result in digital solutions with a higher success rate because they are developed side by side with the customer and with the user. And we also hope that this will increase the speed that the companies scale up and grow internationally. Next slide, please. So then how do we align with the 3 I's, interregional innovation investment? So for the interregional part, if you can move on to the next slide. We have different ecosystems that work locally and also interregionally. So in each ecosystem, we have 3 types of stakeholders: the healthcare organization, that has the role of talent identifier, the IT companies with the role of talent solver. This is what we are looking for in this call. And a regional ecosystem supporter that provides business support and leads the connection of the region with other ecosystems. Next slide, please. We in total have 10 regional ecosystems so far, and this number will still grow. Actually, we started with 5 ecosystems, which is what we call the founding partners, the ones that have launched this open call. And we also have what we call mirror regions. Those are regions that have joined to reproduce the model in the region. And actually, they have also launched their own open call that might be also of interest to you. And I recommend you go through it in the HealthChain website in the event this is an opportunity for you as well. Next slide, please. Then we have the innovation component that it's basically twofold. On the one hand, we will have more than 20 innovative solutions developed through HealthChain. And we also have the model per se that we hope is a new way of working for the healthcare organizations, as I was mentioning before. Next slide, Maria. Finally, for the investment component, by working on interregional value chains, we are working to untap new private and public investments to make sure that we can scale up the key results of the HealthChain project. And that's it in a nutshell. Now let's go into the case that Maria will present, and I'm here for any questions you may have about the model. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you very much for your presentation on the HealthChain project. And now we are going to in depth to the open call for SMEs that we have just launched in HealthChain. So at a glance, you can see in this slide, so the deadline to apply is August 5th. So we have the call will remain open 2 months. So it was launched on June 3rd and it will close on August 5th. So you have 2 months to prepare your proposal and to ask a question to us if needed. So the financial support in terms of funding, you will get 50,000 per SME and 10 SME will be awarded. So we are looking for 10 SMEs, 1 per talent, per healthcare talent, and each of them will receive 50,000 budget. So when it comes to the preparation of the application of your proposal, so you will find in our webpage, in the HealthChain webpage, there is a landing page dedicated to this call, and you will find there all documentation kits you need for the preparation of your proposal. So you will find the guideline for applicants, which contain the open call rules. So it's everything outlined there. So you have all the information you need to know, but in case you need further information or you have any doubts, just reach out to us. And then you will also have the challenges. So as you know, you have to prepare a proposal to address one of the 10 challenges proposed by the HealthChain healthcare organization. So you will find also 10 challenges sheets and one document which contain all the 10 challenges. So you have all of them explained, and you will find the information and all details in these documents. You will also have the proposal templates. So this is the document that you have to fill in to apply. So this is the document that you will have to submit then through the platform devoted to this purpose. So after the, as you can see, this slide, so this is the three documents that I just mentioned are the documents needed at the application stage. So for all applicants, of this school. But then if you are selected, you will receive additional documents that are already in our webpage, so you can have a look in advance. But just for you to know that you will have to fulfill these documents in the contracting stage. So only for selected applicants, we have the declaration of honor, the bank account information document, the sub-grant agreement model to be signed between parts, the SME declaration, and then the cooperation agreement and pilot action plan. So for now, you just have to focus on the documents you need to present if you apply to the book. So how to apply? So as I just mentioned, first of all, you have to read carefully the guidelines for applicant. It's quite important that you get all the details from this call and the rules you have to follow. So please download the guidelines for the applicants from our HealthChain website. Then you have to fill in the proposal template. So this is the document devoted to the proposal. So in this document, you will outline all the detail of your proposal to complement the solution of the leading SME. So please download the document and fill, including all the information requested in the fields. And finally, you will have to register to the XSS platform and to submit the proposal. So in this platform, you will have to complete the required fields and upload the proposal in PDF. So it's quite simple. So it's a easy process. So you just have to complete the main information from your SME and then to submit the proposal in PDF. We also have in this FCSS platform, you will find the FCSS blog. So we will provide their information to applicants, so you can send us your question and we will answer them as soon as we can. So this will be visible to all participants, and this will facilitate the process for all the potential applicants. So please send your question directly through this page, and then I will get back to you in this same webpage. So we will send you the link in case you don't have it, but it is in the guideline for applicants. But I will send to you in this follow-up email that we'll send after the session. So in terms of the evaluation of proposal, we have different evaluation criteria. So these are the 4 evaluation criteria we have. So the 40% will be devoted to the relevance. So we are looking for proposal with clarity and consistency enough. So they must be aligned with the challenge and what we are looking for from your side as a follower SME. So then we will also assess the quality of the proposal. So the 20% will be dedicated to the quality. So we are looking for proposal with high quality standard, and you will have also to showcase and demonstrate the expertise from your team, from the team that will be involved in the project, in the co-creation and pilot, and with the leading SME and the health organization. We also evaluate the cost effectiveness, so the 20% will be devoted to how the proposal, the extent to which the proposal is aligned with the implementation project, so how you will be implementing the project with the value for money approach that you will be demonstrating in the proposal. And finally, we will have the 20% devoted to evaluate the impact. So we want you to demonstrate in the proposal that the leading SME will be committed to adopt the solution beyond the project, and how you will continue the interregional cooperation with the leading SME and the health organization. So then, in terms of the evaluation process, first we will do the eligibility check. So once the deadline, once the open call closes on the 5th of August, we start doing the eligibility check of the proposal. So as you can see in the slide, first, this is the first stage, and then we will, once they have been selected or the proposal that are eligible for this call, then we will start working on the remote evaluation. So an evaluation committee from the healthcare organization, leading SME and ecosystem supporters, we will start the remote evaluation and assessing the proposal. Then they will interview online the top 2 applications, so the top 2 SMEs selected to select only one of them. So this is the third step that we have to follow. Then they will have a consensus meeting and to decide on the final score of the proposal, to finally ranking and select only one proposal per challenge. So everything is well outlined in the guideline for applicants. So this is just a quick overview of the evaluation process. Then we will communicate the result and start with the contract signature phase. So this is the timeline. The eligibility check and eligibility communication will last from 6 to 23rd August. And you will have some time to appeal for appealing of the eligibility results. So from the 26th to the 29th of August, you will have these days to do so. Then the decision of the appeal will be on the 30th of August. So we will inform you the final decision. Then the evaluation of application from the evaluation committee will remain from 2 to 20 September. And then at the end of September, we will communicate you the 10 follower SMEs selected to co-create and pilot the solution. Then the sub-grant agreement will be signed in September 2024. So the follower SME will sign the sub-grant agreement with the coordinator. And finally, the follower SME and the health organization and leading SME will start the co-creation, the pilot deployment and business support in October 2024, and it will last 12 months, so until September 2025. To become a selected SME, so this is some of the main dots that most of you already have. So who can apply to this call? So we have 2 mandatory eligibility criteria. So we are looking for a small and medium-sized enterprise, so only SMEs can apply to this open call. And the geographical criterion is that the HealthChain, so we are looking we are searching SMEs based within regions that are already represented or are already part of the HealthChain consortium. So these SMEs, the SMEs that are eligible to apply to this call, must be legally established either in a founding HealthChain ecosystem. So we have 5, as Elena mentioned before. We have 5 funding ecosystems that are Murcia, Spain, Murcia, Catalonia from Spain, Central and North from Portugal, any region in Slovenia and any region in Croatia. It's from Netherlands, it's Netherlands and West Netherlands. So these are the founding HealthChain region. Then we also have the recent joint middle regions, so Western Greece, Navarra and Castilla y León from Spain, Flanders from Belgium, and Northwest from Romania. So this means that if your SME has must be located in one of these regions, but keep in mind that this must be different to the region that the healthcare organization is proposing the challenge. Then if you have any question, we can address them in the Q&A session. So these are the main benefits to become a follower SME. So you will, as already mentioned, so you will jointly co-create and pilot a digital solution with the leading SME for the challenge proposed by the healthcare organization. Then you will get expert support on business model and market insights and access to a wide network of SMEs and resources. You will also get funding up to 50,000 euros. Also, you will get the opportunity to work in an international partnership, since you will be collaborating with a healthcare organization from one of the HealthChain region and the leading SME as well. And you will network with other European SME, and you will have the opportunity to explore opportunities for future projects. So when it comes to the deliverables to be submitted, so you will have to submit jointly with the leading SMEs these 3 deliverables. So the first one will be the co-creation agreement and pilot action plan. So this deliverable will be submitted to the European Commission in October 2024. So in this report, you will describe the objective activities, timeline and results for the innovative solution. So for the pilot and testing of the innovative solution before its implementation. And then in March 2025, you will have to present the interim report on the co-creation. So this means to describe the implementation of the activities described in the first report, in the co-creation agreement and pilot action plan. And you will also have, so the leading SMEs and healthcare organization will organize an interim review meeting with you, with the leading and with the follower SME to assess the work already done until this stage, this phase of the co-creation process. And then the final report will be submitted in September 2025, and it will report, so you will have to report the overview of the implementation of these activities, and you will be, another final review meeting will be organized in October 2025 to assess and evaluate all the work carried out in these 12 months. In terms of the final support, so you will have to submit this deliverable. So the financing, the funding will be will be related to the achievements of the project. So in the first one, it will not be linked. So the ones that will be linked will be the 2 and the second payment. But the first payment will not be linked with the first submission, the first deliverable will not be linked to payment. You will have to submit it in October, as I just mentioned. And then when you submit the second one, so the deliverable 1.2, the interim report, you will receive the first part of the budget, so the 25,000 euros, and it will be, this will occur in May 2025. And then after the submission of the final report, you will receive the final budget. So the second part of the budget, that's in the 25,000 euros in November 2020. Okay, so I try to be as brief as possible. So then if you have any doubts, we can address them during the Q&A session. But now we are going to dive into the 10 challenges and 10 solutions. And just to explain you, so the regions and the leading SME wants to let you know what they are looking for to complement the solution that they have already proposed. So let's start with Murcia region. So I want to say that, so we will go through the 5 regions and the 10 challenges and 10 solutions very briefly, because we don't have so much time. But I want to say that we will organize specific webinar to present the challenges and the solution in depth. So this is the for those that are interested in the challenge and solution from the Murcia region. So the webinar will be on the 9th of July from 10 to 11. So we will send you the link in the follow-up email as well. Okay, so I want to give the floor to Gorka, that is the person on behalf of SMEs, so the Murcia Healthcare Organization System. So Gorka, you can present very briefly the challenge, and then Miguel, you will deal with the solution part.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning from Murcia, everyone. PASPADOC is the first Murcia challenge. We try a more efficient management of chronic pain from healthcare organization point of view. This is a holistic approach to chronic pain beyond the usual partial treatment of different medical specialists. Our objective is to improve accessibility and follow-up of patients with chronic pain and promote self-empowerment among patients with chronic pain. Therefore, it is a functional challenge as well as technical one. From this challenge, we selected EDACON as leading company in Murcia. I give the floor to Miguel Albor from EDACON to explain his solution and what is expected for the following SME.
Hello, good morning, everybody. As Gorka already introduced, I am Miguel Alborg from EDACON. We are a software development company, and our proposal for this PASPADOC challenge from Murcia region is to provide our own e-health meta platform that we have been working on for the last 5-10 years right now, that allows every healthcare organization to design and implement their own care pathway. So we are fulfilling this co-creation requirement from the HealthChain project goals. So we will use this meta platform to co-create jointly with the healthcare organization how the care pathway for chronic care patients should be. We will complement this with a progressive web application for patients, so they can track, they can self-manage their own care plan based on this co-creation previously done. And we will also have an artificial intelligence assistant that patients may use to look for advice on how to self-manage the care plan that has been designed for them. On the other side, the clinical team will have a specific dashboard where they can track and follow up how patients are doing, and also manage which main interventions and rescheduling of care actions might be needed. And finally, we will have some integrations and interoperability mechanisms with pre-existing IT systems in the region, mainly electronic health records, electronic medical records, and if possible, medical devices that can add additional sources of information to the model. So mainly when we were asked about which kind of contributions we might need from Follower SMEs, as mainly as the artificial intelligence model we are proposing will be based on a documental basis that will be provided by the healthcare organization in order to learn from this base and to provide advice based on those documents that mainly is going to provide the Servicio Murciano de Salud. We would like to have some contributions there in validating those documents, in improving them, and also in readapting them in as much patient-friendly as possible, so we can get back to the patients with languages that are easy to understand from them and advices explained in a way that are easy for them to follow. And on the other hand, as one desire is to have medical devices integrated into the platform, into this care model, if we can find a player that is already dealing with this set of wearable medical devices and can ensure data from these devices can be integrated in our Internet of Things layer in the platform, that will be a great contribution as well. And that's all.
Thank you very much, Gorka and Miguel, for your presentation. So, as mentioned before, so we will have a specific webinar for to present these two challenges and solutions. So, let's move now to the next solution from Murcia region. So now it's key control challenge. Gorka, you can present it.
Okay. The second challenge in Murcia is K control. K is the capital letter of kalium, potassium, and is the main character in this challenge. We try to optimize management of hyperpotassemia, mainly in patients on dialysis. Our objective is to engage the patient in the low potassium diet and promote self-empowerment and reduce the rate of complication due to hyperkalemia. The potassium level between dialysis is unknown and is based only on estimates. With this challenge, K-Control, we intend to get out of that darkness in order to avoid the risk of hyperkalemia, which can be fatal. But this is a big technical challenge. For the challenge in Murcia, we selected Renalize as the leading company. I give the floor to Adria Maceira from Renalize to explain their solution and what is expected for the following SME.
Yeah, thank you, Gorka. As Gorka said, no, chronic kidney diseases is a huge disease, and what we are focusing is the developing the tool able to monitorize those patients that are in dialysis, no, and specifically the hyperkalemia or hyperpotassemia that are suffering these patients, no. So from our side, as a leading SME, we are going to develop, or we are developing, no, all the medical device itself, no, the hardware, the firmware of the hardware, the connectivity of that Bluetooth. So what we are developing is the tool, the physical tool, in order to control and monitorize these potassium levels from a clinical study protocol, no, talking with patients and designing all the study that we are going to develop during this project. What we are looking for is a specialized company, specialized in software development in healthcare, no? So we are looking for a software developer with some capacities of developing medical software, and that will be able to integrate different data that we require, no? We need the potassium levels from our device, but then we need the diet and also the symptomatology. And we need to create that space in order the patients to be able, through an app, to put that information and also to monitorize all that information together with machine learning algorithms in order to control, monitorize, and see the tendencies of these increases or decreases of potassium during time, no? So from our side, we are looking at specialized SME that will be able to develop the software for our medical device, and specifically the software that will be in the website, no? So from a server, from machine learning point of view, and also from the way to develop an app to include all the information to via machine learning.
Okay, thank you, Gorka and Adrian. So just to say that please have a close look at the guideline for applicants. So because in that case, from the Murcia region challenges, we are looking for follower SMEs located in one of the HealthChain region, but not in Murcia region. So one of the other regions. So please have a look at the region that are eligible. So if you are interested in one of these two challenges. Okay, so we will dive into more details in the specific webinar on July 9th. So let's move to the next region. So now it's time for the Centro Portugal, so Centro Hospitalario Universitario de Coimbra. We will have the specific webinar on June 26 from 12 to 1 p.m. So we will explain in more detail, but now we are going to present the overview of both challenges and solutions. So Patricia, the floor is yours to present the Rehabilitarmente challenge.
Okay, Maria, thank you for the brief introduction. I'm here to present the challenge, one of the challenges that we in the hospital seek for is Rehabilitarmente. This challenge is related to the cognitive rehabilitation for elderly people that is hospitalized. And the idea or the main aim of this challenge is to implement rehabilitation cognitive programs to improve the well orientation, memory, and all the functional independence with the health related to the elderly people. And well, this is to complement the usual rehabilitation nursing intervention that normally happens related to the functionality. So for this challenge, we have several applicants, and the select one is NeuroInnova that present us the solution, and I will ask them to present what they propose to solve for our challenge.
Good morning, everyone. This is Anna. I'm the head of the Scientific Commission of NeuroInnova. Within the scope of the project, the solution we proposed is an advanced cognitive training program based on our product, which is CogWeb. We intend to develop a tool to create flexible and personalized intervention plans that are tailored to the user's characteristics to be carried out both during the hospitalization and after the discharge at home. This enables the possibility to adjust the type of cognitive training exercises, the degree of difficulty, the type of content, and the type of the response that the patient does, either using a mouth, touch, or motor movement to perform the cognitive exercises. This solution also enables the prescription of simple motor tasks and is adapted for use by people with low levels of education and digital literacy, taking in account that most of the users will be older adults and also people with some kind of cognitive impairment. It also enables the continuous monitoring of by assessing patients' performance records and shows graphs about it. What we are looking for as a follower SME is an SME with expertise in the design of digital health platforms. We want them to help us in the design of user-friendly interfaces, ensuring usability and a good user experience. They will also be expected to work on the documentation of design standards, integrate assessment tools, and also help us to design educational videos to perform health literacy in active aging. That's all from our side.
Thank you very much, Patricia and Isabel. So let's move to the next challenge and solution from Centro Portugal. Patricia.
Yes, the other one, you can change the slide, please.
Yeah, it's
yes,
already.
this is. The other one, the other challenge was named Recommend, and it was addressed to virtual care solution. The main aim of this challenge is related in the pharmacy service related with plastic surgery. So there's to boost the medication safety in the plastic surgery and burns department is related to improve their accessibility and update to medication from the list of patients, avoid errors that could happen or negative consequence related to these communication errors in terms of safety, and is to ensure that a complete knowledge of the total patient medication that are for him or for them, in order to prevent that happen incidents related to this medication from this transition points between the healthcare interfaces. So virtual care solution answer to this challenge and propose us this solution that I ask him to present, please.
Thank you, Patricia. So this is Ricardo from Virtual Care, and we as a company, we have already experience in doing patient records. And so what we are going to do here is take care of the interoperability issues regarding getting the data from what it is, from different databases, from different systems that exist already in the hospital. And we also are going to put into place graphical interfaces for the health professionals to see the information and to help with this issue regarding the problems that exist with medication. So we'll identify the discrepancies in medication and obtain always the most updated patient medication list. So here what we need from the Follower SME is regarding the regulatory compliance that we know that we need to take care and to engage. And so we were looking for help regarding reviewing and updating the documents needed for this compliance. So I would say documentation, testing, and validation, also to help with internal audits, and do gap analysis regarding where we are and where we need to be to have a certified piece of software. And so also we are looking for help regarding understanding what type of training and education we need ourselves to engage in this solution. So mainly help with regulatory compliance, documentation, and testing, aiming for certification.
Thank you very much, Ricardo and Patricia. So we will dive into more details in the specific webinar. So let's move to the next region, so Western Slovenia, so Case Rede Hospital. The webinar will be on the 25th June from 1 to 2 p.m. So now I want to give the floor to Frank to present the challenge.
Hello, Slovenia. Our challenge is how to improve patient safety and empowerment after fast-tracking hip surgery. We perform total hip knee prosthesis, and we, with our IT partner, we use to develop the user-friendly application based on pictograms, which improve safety of patient after fast-track hip surgery, because our stay in hospital is only 2 or more 3 days after the surgery, and facilitates empowerment of patients and their communication with surgeon. And according to solutions.
Thank you, Fran. So now the floor is to Arton, that will be in charge of this solution, since Mariana is not able to join.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Arton.
It's a really simple patient self-reported outcomes application, specialized for elderly people. So it's based on pictograms and facilitates the empowerment of patients and their communication with the surgeon. So at this stage, mainly we try to cover main parts of the, let's say, application development. What we decided to do was to make the requirements for the Follower SME as universal or maybe even domain not specific this time, for us to increase the, let's say, a potential SME pool as much as possible. So what we did, we split the development of the solution into the system development that is mainly covered by us leading SME, and the portal itself, or the application, if you want, patient and physician side, that mainly needs to be developed by the Follower SME. So it's some kind of split of work, let's say 70-30 in this stage. So what else that we need from the Follower SME is, of course, to work with us on co-creation, so we can develop the application feel and vibe here. Support us with the integration with smart bands that were demanded at the selection phase. And of course, this is the important task to ensure the data security and data access for physicians.
Okay, thank you, Arton. So let's move to the next challenge. Frank, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. The next challenge in our study is, of course, how to improve patient safety by assessing mental distress after surgery. Because we must not look only on the physical distress, but also on mental distress. And with our IT partner, we develop mobile phone application for self-assessment of mental distress to alert family, relatives, or physicians that patient may have a medical condition and needs to start conversation or to seek medical help, to come to the doctor and to get a solution for this man. Because many patients are not willing to discuss with their well-being with relatives.
So in this challenge, yes, in this challenge, the development stage is a little harder. So what we do for this purpose is use video and voice recognition to somehow assess the mental distress in post-operation patients, or if you want, in patients with any conditions. For the similar to ZenLab, what we did at Edita was to split the development process into the system development and the application development with the same approach and with quite similar requirements. We also wanted to make our co-creation as less possible disturbing for the day-to-day routine of Chirurgical Sanatorium Rožna Dolina. So we will propose a joint co-creation session with them and with meeting with physicians. So what we need from Follower SMEs is to help us develop the, let's say, vibe and look of the front and back end of the application and deal with GDPR issues and compliances that might be higher for this application than the patient-reported outcomes, the first one from the Zion Lab. So we'll also prepare for our regional presentation, let's say, more detailed requirements, especially for this task.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Arthur and Frank. So we will go into much more detail in the regional webinar. So thank you very much for the brief presentation. So now it's time for the Primorsko-Goranska region in Croatia. So the Croatian hospital. So we will have the webinar on the 25th June from 11:30 to 12:12. So then we will explain in more detail the challenges and solutions. But now, please show us a quick overview, Theodora, from your challenge and solution.
Hello, everybody. Our first challenge is to facilitate communication between specialists and family doctors in remote areas. For the introduction, cardiovascular diseases are one of the prominent diseases in the Western world with high mortality and morbidity, and especially in patients with heart failure that are released from the hospital, there is a need for up-titration of the therapy that is very important for their health. So we can monitor them with sensors for their pulse, for their oxygen, for their for example, blood pressure, etc. But we must follow their laboratory exams. We must follow them in connection with family doctors. So together in one conference, we can give them therapy as it should be given, very quick and very up-titrated, so the issue for this patient will be much better. And then that is less coming to the hospital and more easier for the patients and for the family doctors to be together and to solve the problem. So we asked bit for bytes, and then they gave us the solution. So please.
The solution will be, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The solution will be platform-based. We're gonna design some prototype based on these requirements Theodora say. Then we're gonna make adjust solution because we are already doing lots of platforms and we have some platform to start and continue with. So we actually are looking for some testing stuff like functional testing, usability testing, performance testing, and security testing. So we can assure the quality of the product is good and the security is fine, because in this application will be sensitive data and we don't want to leak them and put on the market and to give someone access who doesn't need to have. So we need actually testing and quality insurance to assure the quality of the product. So the platform will be the web, possibly, and the mobile platform, some kind of a mobile platform. But we didn't decide yet about this because we are actually designing the prototype, and after the prototype will be finished, we will know a little more details than we know now. So in short, long story short, I think I said everything. So if you have some questions, you can always ask me.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let's move to the next, Theodora. So now fall predict challenge.
Well, this is also our challenge, the second one, because the hospitalized patients with cardiovascular diseases, especially with heart failure, have many comorbidities, and we want to give them secure and functional independency during their hospital stay. So we always are worrying about their fall, to hurt themselves, and we want to give them security, as they will feel better if they know that someone is watching them or taking care of them digitally, because this digitally way will be wearable sensor to track changes in posture and movement, specifically focusing on detecting loss of balance and fall during the hospital stay. So nurses and caregivers will receive a very quality alert and then react on these alerts to prevent their fall and hurting themselves. That is our idea, to give security to hospitalized patients with heart failure. They are usually old, and it will be good for them. So the solution is?
Yes, the solution is Fall Predict. We are Sparky Solution, we are R&D company, and our plan is to build everything from technological point of view, from wearable sensors from the input to the AI model used for the recognition of falls and for fall detections, to the real-time alerts and notification that will be used by the medical staff as it's written here. So we will do also the project coordination, initial testing and evaluation with the workshops and training. From the Follower SME, what we expect is more focus on data security and integration, any tests related to quality assurance that are of course needed in these cases, and to engage with stakeholders mostly on workshops and training session that will be done together with us and with the medical staff. So in short, that's it.
Thank you very much, Theodora and Sivko. So we'll have much information in the regional webinar. So last but not least, move to the last region, to the East Netherlands, Breinstedt. There is the healthcare organization from this region. So the webinar will be on 26 June from 2 to 3 p.m. So sorry for the mistake that you can see in the slide, but it will be from 2 to 3. And now let's give the floor to Luz, that will be presenting both the challenge and solutions, since the representative from Bundestag was not able to join us today. So Luz, the floor is yours.
Thank you. My name is Luz Habermeel, and I'm a project manager at the Innovation and Healthcare Transformation Department of Rijnstate. One correction, the webinar next week is from 3 till 4 p.m. Then the first challenge is DigiCare Aware. What we are searching for is to create more awareness of telemonitoring and the virtual care center, which is the department of nurses who perform the telemonitoring, so remote patient monitoring. And we really want to activate healthcare professionals to be able to further scale up the telemonitoring. So this challenge is all about how can we motivate a large group of healthcare professionals. As I said, the goal is to scale up telemonitoring so that we can monitor more patients from home, and so that it is also used by more healthcare professionals. So we are already scaling up in the form of more and more patient populations. So this challenge is really about within the healthcare paths that we already have, how can we further scale up the telemonitoring? So we want a solution that creates awareness and activates healthcare professionals, taking into account their high workload, different roles, and different knowledge levels and digital skills. So we're not looking for a new technical solution because we already have that, but we're really looking how to accomplish the cultural change to digital healthcare. Bureau straks cannot join this webinar, so I will explain the solution and what we're still searching for. What Bureau straks is already going to do is finding a way to make the healthcare professionals more enthusiastic to provide digital healthcare and to really change their behavior in such a way so that we can reach our goal. How they're going to do that is they're going to create several creative sessions to research what are the success factors, to make strength weakness analysis, and to also create a list of ideas from the healthcare professionals on how we can increase the number of patients within the telemonitoring. So the result of this solution is a program of solutions to further scale up the telemonitoring, which we will create and then also implement. But right now we don't really know what kind of solutions it will be, because we still have to go through the creative sessions. And it will also include a wish list of communication tools to support the program of solutions that we will have designed together. So what we're still looking for in a Follower SME is a design company who can design communication tools and materials that support the creative program. So we're looking for expertise within change communication, expertise of user experience, and a very broad range of design skills, digital design skills, because right now we don't really know specifically what kind of designs we need. So we're looking for a very flexible and innovative company. And just to be clear, we're looking for a design company and not really a communication company, because the content will be created by the leading SME, so Bureau Straks, together with Rijnstate. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Luz, for the details and information provided on the challenge and solutions. So let's move to the next challenge, Delsis challenge.
Yeah. The next challenge, Delsis, stands for determine the extent of lifestyle supports to increase self-management. So we are looking for a solution, some kind of triage tool to determine what extent of lifestyle support a patient needs based on their specific needs and based on their level of self-management. So we want to further increase self-management of patients so that we can meet the increasing demand of care, so to make the healthcare more future-proof. We already have various methods of lifestyle support, and also we're also already creating an automated advice on the content of the lifestyle support. So what we want in this challenge is really a process step before that. So a triage to determine what extent of lifestyle support a patient needs. So, for example, that can be only a referral to an informative website or to some options in the region for lifestyle support, but it can also range to a full-on coaching program, because a patient really needs a lifestyle coach or maybe a doctor or a nurse to support their lifestyle. And this, we want to do that to deploy the support effectively and to make sure that we use the capacity of the lifestyle coaches and the nurses and physicians to give the content of the lifestyle support, and not to use them to do a triage that we might also be able to do automatically. And then Mike from HealthChain will explain what solution they have and what we're still looking for in a Follower SME.
Yeah. Thank you, Luz. My name is Mike. I'm the founder of HealthChain, based in the Netherlands. And with HealthChain, our mission is to have a positive impact on the lifestyle of people. So unfortunately, a healthy lifestyle is not the default lifestyle for most people. And our mission is to make impact on that, a positive impact. So change behavior by making the healthy choice the most attractive one. Obviously by rewarding the healthy choice, also by challenging and giving insight. As Luz already said, the main objective of this challenge is to determine the amount of support one needs to work on a healthy lifestyle. And what we provide as a leading SME is a tool in which a questionnaire is loaded, in which a triage outcome is made based upon the answers given by the patients. And this is a mix of business rules and AI that is used to come to these outcomes. So this will be presented to the lifestyle professional of Rijnstate Hospital, and he or she gives the final go on the triage. So the challenge we are facing is to make a positive impact on the health of patients. And we're looking for a company to support us in 3 different tasks. So these are different tasks, possibly not by one SME, but I'll briefly introduce them. One of them is to boost the patient engagement to filling questionnaires. So most people, do not like filling in questionnaires, especially when they do not see the need for it. But how can we motivate patients to use the questionnaire and to use the triage tool, the lifestyle assessment tool, to do this? So this is a big topic. So maybe some marketing expertise is needed here. The second challenge is the way to adapt the lifestyle assessment tool to cultural differences. So, for example, the product of the Follower SME should be concrete advice to adapt the tool and the content of the questionnaire to people with different cultural backgrounds in order to make the most impact, to make it smooth, adjusted to the cultural background. And the last one is the market exploration of these type of triage tools, AI-based. So what is the market in Europe? What can we learn from the implementation of these type of solutions, and how can we incorporate them in the lifestyle assessment tool? So this is sums it up. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mike and Luis, for your presentations. And thanks to all of healthcare organizations and leading SMEs for briefly introducing the challenges and the innovative solution to meet that challenges. Now, so we will send you in the follow-up email after the session. So 1-2 days after this webinar, you will receive an email with the presentation, webinar recording, and the links to the 5 regional webinars, so you can register to get to know further details on each challenge and its solution. And what's next? So the next step for you to know is to read the call for SME documents. So please read carefully the guidelines for applicants, where all is well detailed and explained. So you have all the eligibility criteria, the regions that are eligible, that's the most challenging aspect in this call. So please ensure that you are eligible to apply, and the evaluation criteria in more details, and so on. So then if you have any questions, so don't hesitate to contact us through these channels. So as I mentioned before, we have this exercise blog devoted to the online Q&A. So you will have the opportunity to send your question, and we will be more than happy to solve and to answer as soon as we can. And then if you face any technical problem with the FCSS platform, since it is an external platform from our side, so you can contact them through this email address, and you can see the slide. And for any other question, you can also contact us through the main contact email that we have at HealthChain project. So then the next step will be to fill in the proposal. So please fill in the proposal following the template provided. So you will find the template in our web page. The entire documentation kit is publicly available there. So please complete all the required fields and then submit through the FCSS platform your proposal before the 5th of August. Okay, so that's all from our side regarding the HealthChain call for SMEs, but I wanted to leverage this webinar to inform you that we have another call for SMEs open within HealthChain. So that this is the mirror region call for SMEs. So as Elena mentioned at the very beginning, we have 5 new regions in HealthChain that are implementing the HealthChain model in the region with their ecosystem partners. So you can have also the opportunity to have a look at this call in case they are more aligned with what you are looking for and the requirements are more similar to your expectations. So this we will organize the informative webinar on the 25th June from 10 to 11. So you can sign up. So I will send you also this link in case you are interested to attend and to get further details on this additional call. So we have 2 calls, the HealthChain call for SMEs as the call that we have presented today and introduced to you. And then we have another parallel open call for so-called mirror region call for SMEs. So they are 2 different, but they have the same deadline. So both calls will remain open until the 5th of August. Okay, so now it's we have still some minutes for the Q&A session. So we have received 2 questions. So let me read them. So one of them for some anonymous attendee is the SMEs funding 100% or 100% or 70%? So it's 100% funded. So you will receive the entire 50,000 euros. So it is a lump sum funding, and you will receive you don't have to claim any cost because it's the full funding. So it's not 70% reimbursed, but it's what's for the previous call, the expression of interest call. So now you will receive the 50,000. Yeah, Elena, you are typing in the okay.
No, just to keep record that we are actually recording that question and that answer, but nothing to add. Indeed, as Maria said, this is 100% reimbursed for the SME. It's not for us, but we will pay you the 50K in full. So lucky you. Yeah,
50K for you. Okay, and then we have another question from Janina. So hi everyone, thank you so much. I'm Janina from Notching. I have a question about the key control challenge. So this question addresses Gorka. So we are not a software development company. We already have an app which can help many kind of patients follow an adequate diet. And we provide also a website for the professionals, nutritionists as well as doctors, to monitor the patient progress with the nutritional program. So we could work with Vinalize to integrate the potassium values directly into our app for the patient and to the website for the doctor. Are we an adequate candidate? Can the patient interface be our already published app? So Gorka, do you want to respond to this question? Or I don't know if you...
The answer is more for this question is better for Adrián Maceira.
Yeah, I think.
Gorka or Adrián.
No problem. I think that yes. The thing is that, well, at least we need to see which kind of app you have already developed and which is the information that we are able to provide or to integrate inside, and also if it's able to integrate that app through our firmware and our device. But of course, I think that we can discuss about it. we will do a session in more detail, more specific session.
Yeah,
Maria.
exactly.
And if not, at
July.
any time, Janina, we can just have a meeting and see if you could be a candidate. That's perfect. From our side, it's not a problem if you already have an app. No, it's not needed to develop it during the project. If you have already one, it's just an optimization of that, and that also works. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Adrian. So we have another question. So is possible to apply for more than one challenges? The answer is not. So from that call, so it's not able to apply for two challenges. So you have always to select one challenge to apply. So do you want to add something, Elena? So I think that it's clear. So it's not, there is no possibility to apply for more than one challenge. So
we can perhaps, Maria, leverage the opportunity to say that for the same call, as Maria explained, you have to choose only one challenge, but you can also apply to the mirror regions call. The only limitation that we have is that if you imagine that you create top-notch proposals for both, and you are selected in both open calls, you will need to choose which one you prefer to tackle, because we cannot award you more than 50K, let's say. So you would need to choose if in the case that you're awarded for both the mirror regions call and the Follower SME call. But as you said, only one challenge inside this specific call.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. Another question from Mirjana. Hi, where the date of specific webinar for presentation of HealthChain challenge will be announced? Yes, so they have been announced in the slide, but I will send you the specific the links to register to sign up for the webinar in this follow-up email that I plan to send you after the session. Okay, so you will be informed and you will have the access to the registration form. So you have the opportunity to register. So I will send you all details from the next steps. Any other question from attendees? So we don't have any more in the Q&A box, but if you have any other question, if not, you can access the FCSS blog and you can leave there your main question and thoughts, and we will answer you. Okay, so if we don't have any more question, we can close the session here. I want to thank everybody that have participated in such a great webinar, since we have a lot of panelists, because this call is it's a bit complex. We know that we have several members involved, so we have the healthcare organization and the leading SMEs at the same time, so presenting the challenges and the solution. Now we just to say that we are looking forward to receiving your proposal as Follower SME to collaborate with the leading and the healthcare organization. So this is a very good opportunity for you to boost the interregional cooperation, and yeah, to learn from others and to share lessons learned in terms of developing of innovative solution in the healthcare sector. So yeah, leverage the opportunity and ask any question you may have. So don't hesitate to reach out to us at any time until the 5th of August. So thank you very much to everybody, to the attendees and panelists, and see you soon. So I hope to see you in the regional webinar. So this will mean that you are interested in at least one of the challenges and solutions that we have presented today.
Thank you very much, Maria.
Thank you very much.